Okay, attempt number 2 for our little video of our setup here at the Hesston Steam Museum, somewhere outside of LaPorte, Indiana. We represent the 5th Texas. Trevor represents all of the miserable people here suffering in the oppressive heat of, I guess we'll just pretend it's the southern sun.
There you go.
Just because it is.
It's like we're really in Texas.
Except the humidity here is, that's the deal breaker. So here's our digs. We've had people debating whether the flag is upside down or not today. So we've made a few changes from the previous year. I brought some children's toys for them to play with. So I made a porcelain-headed doll. This doesn't even do anything. This is just completely a toy plastic gun. I have some antique marbles. Just some antique glasses of the period correct. Here's our little tin horn. A yo-yo. And they can color on the chalkboard, which I think was actually from like an Anglican church. So I got my 1890s, early 1900s long johns, which are very close to the period that we're representing. I got these just hanging up. What I found interesting was that on the Arabia, which went down in 1856, they didn't just have these square cut pegs, they didn't just have these round ones, they had the modern spring clips. Oh yeah, we're gonna make ice cream. So, yeah, it's 10 million degrees. I thought ice cream would be a wonderful choice, but all of our ice seems to be melting rapidly. I filled these containers with ice like half an hour ago, but it's gone. It's just gone. It just disappeared. Maybe some deserters stole it, right, Trevor?
Yeah.
They stole the ice.
It wasn't me.
One of the biggest changes that we've made is we adopted this poor orphaned woman here.
I need food.
I gave you a penny. Go buy some bread. But Trevor, you might want to talk about your coffin.
I mean, there's not much to talk about other than that it's a coffin and not a casket. And probably 1890s, I'm assuming.
No, I'd say it's after about 1905.
Okay, it's newer than that, but
Well, what about your lead liner, Trevor? Well, isn't that cool? You could tell them about how the lead liner was so you didn't have to embalm the body. You would fold these panels back up over the body, and then you would solder it shut, and that would preserve the body so it did not need embalming while you shipped it somewhere on a train.
well, we're not sure if it's lead or if it's tin, right?
It appears to be both.
Outside of my head.
Okay.
It was little growths that they tore the muscle away from.
Okay, so anything marked Victoria wear
IT band was really
is always a total fake. Do not be fooled. These are not antique here. So here's your mark.
the surgery I had.
Victoria ware ironstone. It's kind of fuzzy too, and the porcelain's blue. So that's always fake. All of our other china is real. Got 1840s, 1850s. Not much for the 1860s. I got my dog cart here. I'm just using it as a table of sorts. Got our wash basin. Got some linseed oil to keep that wood in good shape. This is an exciting new addition for this reenactment. This is from the 1870s, so a little bit after the period.
Good idea what you're going through.
But I'm using it as a hat box for my hat box. So here I finally got myself a Jenny Lind. That's another new addition for this reenactment. So it's kind of shaped like a loaf of bread. That makes it a Jenny Lind. This one should be covered in leather, but unfortunately somebody restored it by ripping off the leather and just throwing a natural stain on it some time ago. But it's got 3 different wallpapers going on. I find that incredibly intriguing. Got blocks. And then you got these circles. So will the circle be unbroken? I don't know. That's 1870s. Here's some Civil War letters. We have had no tourists yet. The cane should be sitting up. Since I play the role of a preacher, I decided to take this fishing pole and turn it into a cane with a stone doorknob. And I went with the white knob because it says in the Bible that when we get to heaven, we will get a new name written on a white stone. So I just thought that was a neat little, touch for my character. Now, I am roasting on an open fire in here. This tent is 10 bazillion degrees, but that's why I haven't actually put on my shoes yet. The tourists aren't here for some reason, so I haven't put them on yet, but these are similar to brogans, but they're obviously not. These are antique, though. These are early 1900s. Wood soled with these horse plates. These are known as Lancashire clogs. You have the option of laces or this cool buckle. I have them powdered with a cooling powder just for the temperature. There's my paper trunk. Typical of children. It's meant to look like the more expensive leather trunks, but it's only like a couple dollars for a paper trunk. This one's 1870s, the Jenny Lind is 1850s. On the Arabia, they discovered socks just like these, so this is what your sock might have looked like. Same thing with the ones with just a stripe. Here's a chamber pot. I'm losing my phone. Yeah, we use this. It's clean right now. I haven't used it today. My 1890s bowler. These came out in the 1850s, but they don't really hit America until the Civil War era. Way too hot to wear it. Way too hot to wear my antique vest. Way too hot to wear my 1890s frock coat. It's dated 1896. I wanted to wear all this stuff, but it's just, like I said, boiling alive. Hang on. Where did the tag go? Yeah, it's from Jerem's of Chicago, dated 1896. So that's my rope bed. It's really not as uncomfortable as you might think, and it adjusts, for height. You can use it as a lounge if you want. So the lanterns are newer. At least they have the long, elongated globe instead of the round globe. That's a little bit more period correct. Trevor's top hat, his new gun, his incredibly loud pocket watch. Mine is so much quieter. I don't know if that's blood on the tent or what, but this is a key wind one. You can see the key here. This was a missionary cross that I put new wood in because it lost all of its wood. This would be late 18th, early 19th century. I polished the case a bit. Moon hands. Do not just snap these shut. You have to push down and then close it, otherwise you'll wear out the catch. Something most people don't know. So we're just hiding our cooler with a curtain. Trevor got a new desk. You want to say anything about your desk, Trevor? Okay, I'll just say something about your desk. So he's got all of his photo books, some just newspapers and stuff. There's an original, there's a reproduction. This is one of his writing lap desks, but this desk folds up. That's what makes it cool. So he has a little desk in here. I see we've collected more people.
He's got a metal one. Oh, he does? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, just the metal one. Oh, I didn't know he had a metal one.
Okay. It mostly seems to be Confederates at this reenactment, which I found was odd. We all keep hoping that the ice cream and soda shop over there will open up, but I'll be making some ice cream later. Now, this is a pretty cool area. Say hi. There's a lot of steam tractors and stuff, which I think deserves a separate video, but we're just gonna grab this real quick. I don't want to go out without a hat, ribbon. The bow should be on the left side for a gentleman. Why, I don't know. It's just the Victorian way of doing it, but let's go for a walk. I'm not leaving my wallet behind, though. I don't trust you with my wallet. Yeah, look at that evil laughter. This is new. I didn't have this at any previous reenactments. This is actually federal period, so it's way too early, but does have a nice patriotic design if it would focus. Try to shove my wallet there. I think these are like those industrial things that make the chaff blow away, but don't quote me. I'm not an expert. A 40s steam crane over there. Or, no. That one's the 40s steam crane. I don't know about the age of that one. But we got some cool steam tractors. The wood hasn't been too good. I've been sorting through the pile trying to find stuff that's actually, seasoned, because I haven't had much luck. I'm like the only person able to keep the fire alive. All you have to do is knock on the wood and see if it's, sounds hollow and dry. I have no idea what that is. Some sort of bender? Ooh, I like that over there, though. I always love it when they have the details on them still. Big tire. About a 6-foot tire. I don't know if that tells you what the horse... Oh, no, we can see the horsepower on this one. Huh. Okay. We're walking. Should we sing that we're marching to Zion? Beautiful, beautiful Zion. Which this does not look like Zion unless you're a tractor lover. Yeah, I love this whole equipment, but I don't know much about it. Here we have a case. I just love when they have the exposed governors. I just imagine those balls just flinging out and changing how far they fling out depending on the power required. This Russell has been, somebody's doing a loving restoration on it. I even like that they use an older lantern instead of one of the newer ones. Somebody definitely cares about this Russell. Oh, don't want to miss the Minneapolis, as opposed to the Moline. I was here last night by lantern light, just walking around, perusing the grounds. So I'm 6 foot, and this wheel is just under 6 foot. Is that a hit and miss over there? Not going to get very good lighting in here. However, on the Russell, 1917, and it's got a ball. So let's take another walk through. Finally, the tourists are arriving. And I call them tourists because in the Victorian era, that would be more appropriate for what they would be called, because they are on tour of an event or a location. No idea what this is. Some sort of steamroller. Don't know the brand. Looks like a nice old Ford out there. This building, when I was exploring it last night by an 1890s lantern light, this is where the cool stuff was. Not so much this first part. There is Moline, though. John Deere diesel. Yeah, stuff like that back there. That's cool. Cormac Deering, McCormick, Alice Chalmers. They did a nice restoration with Alice Chalmers at some point. It looks like they actually sanded the metal down and everything. I don't like the runs on the engine, but what do you expect? And then we got like a Model T. Where is the... Oh, I'm right in front of it. Like I said, it's pitch black. Can't really see much. So I was just doing this all by lantern light. It's this oil truck that I really like. I'm sure everybody really likes it. Somebody took their time with this. Whew. Even in the shade. Now, I'm curious how many of these still run. Got our spark advance. I probably should not be touching this. The upholstery actually looks early, like early restoration, if not original. I guess it's early restoration. This one's dated to 33. Yeah, this one looks like vinyl. Okay. 1925. I'm curious how good the lumber is in this truck, because we're really having some problem with the wood. Oh, here we have some old oil heaters. This one I would love to have, even if I don't think it's actually broken in half. I think that the bed's just not attached. Because I don't think the frame's actually broken. But it's just such a small pickup. I love it. I love these compacts. Now, personally, I'd rather see wood spokes on it. I know that wouldn't be period to this truck. They've done a lovely restoration at some point. But yeah, that's just me. What the heck is that bug? I don't know, this isn't my state. I don't know the entomology here. A nice earlier Farmall F20. Not a model I'm familiar with. Okay, it doesn't tell me anything about it. Ooh, Jake, you'll love the International. Love the horn. Also, I have to keep an eye out for poison ivy. This entire place is poison ivy. And I don't mean the super villain. Do I hear a train coming? They have a miniature steam engine that drives around. This place apparently has a track that's a couple miles, and I guess it takes us to the battlefield. I haven't figured it out yet, because this is my first time here. Sounds like they're just getting the train started, so it'll be out in a minute, I'm sure. Looks like they've chopped this one to make it a lowrider. Yeah, I don't think the fenders go to this bed, or this bed doesn't certainly go to that. Interesting. Ooh. Now, when everybody thinks of Killdozer, they think of that modern guy, but there was actually a movie from the 70s called Killdozer, and it's about I believe a Caterpillar bulldozer like this with the track design that gets possessed by a alien entity and goes on a killing spree. It was actually a surprisingly good movie for the premise. I really highly recommend it. It was free on YouTube. Don't remember the year exactly, but I think early mid-70s. Okay, we're gonna walk over there. Marching through Zion, beautiful, beautiful Zion. We're marching upward to Zion, the beautiful city of God. They built that little train car. I thought that was cute. This is what we're really coming to see. Now, I have no idea what you guys are seeing. I can't see the screen. It's too bright out here. That's an intriguing piece. I can't wait to see that one. But we all get to ride the train here today, apparently, for free if we're reenactors, so that'll be fun. It's been several years since I've been on a train. It's been over a decade since I've been on a steam train. Galena Creek. Well, Galena has to do with mercury, doesn't it? So probably don't drink the water from the creek. Okay, that's just adorable. Make sure there's no miniature trains coming. I mean, let's forget the O gauge and just go to this. I was just cutting through here to, just careful not to step on the tracks. I was just cutting through here to get to the other steamroller, and precious Jesus, hear us when we cry. Okay. This barn doesn't look to be in too good a shape. Came out here last night too and I spooked a raccoon. I believe there was a hay wagon or something. That's where the raccoon was. I didn't get too good of a look at it, or I guess a baggage wagon it looks like, for the trains. Well, hello, pretty kitty. Are you a pretty kitty? Are you a nice kitty kitty? Oh, I don't want to scare you. Okay, I'm sorry, kitty. Okay, just chuckling. Because on Time Team, a British archaeology show, they're always calling their excavators a JCB. I thought that was just a British thing, but nope. I guess we call them that here too. Hello. This looks like fun. I get to do some cranking later, and I try to make homemade ice cream with my ice cream churn. That's their new blacksmith shop. Their old one was over here. So we're just gonna amble on through, and I guess they had an even older one there. And they do have a steam-powered sawmill. I don't know if it's still in operation. I don't know if I'm supposed to go in here, so I'm not going to walk in there, but I can definitely walk through here. Yeah, this would just be like a wonderful stage set for a little homemade Old West style video, you know, especially with the children. That's why I brought children's toys. I want them to act and play and have fun. Okay. What do we have over here?
You're not going to guard it? I can't believe these are the only troopers you have to guard by train.
Well, some of them are really good. Some of them are not so bad.
Is that a mine for the water? Isn't that just precious? Here we got the baggage. I don't like seeing this trunk here. It is a beautiful trunk. The faux alligator skin and an intact lining. Oh, the soldiers are marching on. Oh, our train is leaving. This where we buy the tickets?
You want me to sing a lounge song?
Oh, I was just making a joke. I'm just doing a video of the area. It's a lovely place.
Yeah. Full time out here then?
Yep.
Guessing? Welcome.
Thank you.
Out here, I have been out here my entire life.
It must be a dream growing up
It
here.
is. I just haven't been out here for a little while, so I'm still trying to. I love to remember the life.
Well, I'm sure you have a lot more orientation than I do.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
You know, I found the 5th Texas. So I guess I'm home.
Got another 5 minutes.
What do you think? 5 whole horsepower?
This way or this way?
And now I'm home. Where the heart is not, because it's just the heat. Feels like we're home in the hearth.